It's Monday, May 5th, 2025, regular session of the Board of Supervisors. First item on the agenda is the agenda itself for the minutes for the April 28th meeting. We have motion second to approve the agenda minutes as presented. Any further comments?
See the photo.
All in favor? Any further comment? Then you go on to the county auditor.
Claims are prepared in front of you.
Second. Motion and second to approve the claims as presented. Any further comment there? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Item number 2, we have a payroll for a new dispatcher. Move to approve.
Resolution number 36.
Resolution 2025-36.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2025-36 on the new dispatch hire. Any further comment there? All in favor? Aye. Passes. Any drainage fund?
Yeah, we have a drainage work order for drainage district 56-6. Requested by David Ouellette, sinkholes in the ditch. Recommend that Bolton Bank goes out and investigates. So we do approve that because they're the second.
Motion and a second to approve the drainage work order is presented. Any further comment? I just have one, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but we just had him a few weeks ago and had, Bolton Mink out there. I know he's got a bunch of areas.
I believe he's got some other shoes on there.
Yeah, but that's what I was wondering, is it costs us more to like, have Bolton and Mink continually go back and forth or just?
Talk about it.
This is, I think, the third time that we've spent on drainage work order,
It didn't cost us more, it cost the landowners. That's how it gets billed back.
Just curious, Bob. Any further comment? All in favor? Aye. Item number 4 is a motion to appoint John Sturts as Mason Township trustee. Did you have something to say there?
There's just a vacancy. That's a recommendation from the Mason Township trustees and clerk.
Move to approve John Schertz as township trustee.
I'll second.
Motion and the second on the new appointment for item number 4. Any further comment there? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Nikki's absent, county treasurer.
I moved to approve items 5, 6, and 7 as recommended by our county treasurer.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve items 5, 6, and 7 as presented on the taxes and drainage assessments. Any further comment? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Item number 8 is the sloop bill. Let's talk about that.
Usually it's Sandy, but she's not here, but she sent us all stuff on that. It's just an annual review, so I would recommend we approve as presented.
Motion and a second to with the sloop bill for item number 8 as presented. Any further comment? All I'd like to say is thanks, Bob, for helping out. So, with that, all in favor? Aye. Motion passes. So we are on item number 9.
Yeah, this is the new contract with these Teamsters with the sheriff's office. We had negotiations earlier this year. The tentative agreement was presented to you, given to the board supervisor. We proceeded with the contract. So this is the result of pay changes and some minor vacation adjustments that the changes to this contract. It's a 3-year one through 2028.
I move to approve agreement with Teamsters Local.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agreement with the Teamsters Local as presented in item number 9. Any further comment there? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Item number 10, we have some dock permits.
Yep, 56 on Elm and 58 on Spit. We received their liability insurance and appropriate fees.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the two dock permits as presented. Any further comment there? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. On the next one, we have item 11, 12, and 13 manure management reports.
I move to approve as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the three manure management reports as presented. Any further comment? And my only one, Michelle, if you will forward that letter with signature onto the DNR, I'd appreciate it. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. We are at our esteemed county engineer now.
Alrighty. I thought I'd let you guys know that Heartland's gonna start on their paving project on S66 over by that short pavement that goes by Cartersville. They're gonna begin that this week. They'll do the diamond, all the grinding, then they'll put the wedges in near the bridges and intersections. And it might be a week or so before they get back, just depends on weather and how they get out of the other projects. But that project shouldn't take more than, I'll say, a month by the time it's done. So that'll be a pretty quick one. They're just doing a minor amount of milling and mostly they're just gonna overlay the road. It's in solid enough shape that it's not gonna fall apart, so we didn't wanna mill into it and get rid of any of the structure. But it's to the point where the top of it is flaking off and it's showing weather damage and
How many miles was that?
4 miles. It's not real long. It's a real short section, but it's heavily agriculturally used, I guess.
Right. They're starting this week
Yeah, this week.
because farmers would be going in the field.
Yeah, it's no matter, we talked to farmers in that area into the co-op and they said they'd rather have planting a little harder than to have harvest harder. Because harvest is a lot tougher for them to get done, especially under the weather constraints and drying stuff down. They'd rather have the road done and everything fitted off before then. So realizing it's gonna be inconvenient either way, but we had them help us choose which one was gonna be inconvenient.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's, the guys are gonna be doing a bunch of tile repairs. It's gonna be a big thing happening this week. We got our order in for a couple of bigger project pipes to do, our guys for replacements. We're still hauling gravel, grading, all of our normal stuff. We're gonna start getting, mower service and put together. They're a nightmare every year. We usually have 3 mowers. We're down to 2 currently. There's one that I'm not gonna put back into service. So I'll be looking at possibly replacing that in the future, just so we have 3 back in service again. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing huge going on. So if you guys have any questions for me?
Good one. All right, we'll move on then to your item number 15, Brandon.
So I received, a request from the North Iowa Touring Club to place some signs along the side of the roads. It's you share the road signs. They're 36 by 36 regulatory size and color for signs. It's just something that's not, there's no regulation for this. There's no laws. It's just, make people aware to share the road with the bikes and try and increase bike safety on the roadways. I'm gonna let him do some more talking, but just give you guys some context as to what it is. You'd like to do some talking, Mark?
Sure. Thank you. I've been active in our bike community for 30 years. And when I can name 3 people I know that have been killed on a bicycle, we've got an issue with bike safety. We're blessed in North Iowa and Iowa itself with the county roads. They make a great access service to ride on. And unfortunately, with distracted driving, whether it be texting or screens in a vehicle anymore, or a 9x11 clipboard, and they're so large that it's hard to maintain concentration on the road when you're driving anymore. But if we can make drivers aware, if we can save a life, if we can save one life or an accident, that's our goal. As a club, we have about 100 active members, 300 on our mailing list. But where I'm going with that, we do a fundraiser. We have a RAGBRAI charter, and we take people on RAGBRAI. We raise about $5,000 a year, and part of our goal is to put that money back into the community. And we help Floyd County well, we initiated the drive in Floyd County and have that county all signed, have all the incoming and roads leading out of towns with share the road signs. And that's our goal to do the same for Cerro Gordo County. So if you guys will help with their initiative, we're willing to pay for the signs. But if you guys would, as the county, pay for the posts, that will greatly enhance the number of signs we can put up. So that's what I'm asking. Brandon said they would be willing to install the post and the signs. We'll furnish the sign, and if you can furnish the post, that'll just about double our capacity for signage. Our goal is to start with the initial number of signs, from 12 to 20, and then see where that takes us. And if we have a good fundraising year, maybe this fall, install another round until we get all the county roads signed coming into Cerro Gordo County. So if you could help with that, we'd surely appreciate it.
So the total cost, Brandon,
So this is per sign, and per sign post. So each sign is gonna cost them $83.80. And each post and base will cost them $43.95. So for 10 signs, that's, $439.50 for the post and the base. And then, so for the signs themselves, it'd be $838 for them to pay. We're gonna do the installation just because we wanna ensure that they're at the proper offset and elevation and everything's correct with the installation, so it conforms with the signs regulations and the METCD. I don't feel comfortable having anyone else place those signs on the road.
I mean, I'd move to approve it, presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve is presented the partnership with the North Howard Train Club on share the road signs. Any further comment?
Yeah, the price here that you have for the post, is that what you pay for?
That is our
normally?
cost.
It's not their estimates, it's your.
This is our cost for that post and the base.
The only question I had is it possible to utilize some of the posts that are up already and put these signs up?
Depending on what signs are on them, if it's possible, we could, but I'm not sure. I mean, that'll be a case by case basis. We can definitely look at that.
I mean, as far as mowing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's all right.
So it's a three-piece post.
yeah.
How does that work?
It's how it's so there's a piece that goes in the ground. There's an initial stub that comes out of the ground and then the sign slides down on that. So it makes it easier to reinstall if it gets hit or knocked off. It just kind of makes the maintenance a little easier.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay, Brandon, item number 16, the resurfacing project.
Yep, so this is the final payment, that we have to find to submit to the DOT. This is the only thing that I'm sure I could do it on Doc Express without coming to the board meeting, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, so I always bring it back to you guys. This is our B43 paving project with Heartland. It's completed, all the paperwork's through, all the documents have been submitted, so at this point, it's just you guys approving the final payment, which is, I think should be $0. There's more.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
And motion and second to approve the final payment of vouchers. You have the chair sign. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good. Okay, we're gonna go into item number 17. We're going to go into closed session pursuant to Iowa Code Section 21.51J to discuss the purchase or sale of particular real estate only where premature disclosure could be reasonably expected to increase the price the governmental body would have to pay for that property, or reduce the price the government body would receive for that property. So
I move to approve and
time
roll call. I move to approve.
Second.
Callan.
Yes.
Gina.
Yes.
Watts. Yes. Okay, we're in closed session, Good, Bob?
Yep.
All right, we are at closed session. Any correspondence, communication, announcements?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned at 10:28.